Well, hello there, this is Skipper, and today we are going to take a look at 10 amazing yet small mods that may be a great addition to your game. All of them were tested on the version 1.2, and without further ado, let's go into the video. And we are starting off with Ceiling Mount Flight Seat. As you can see, this small mod only adds one block to our game, and this is a control station that looks very nice. It has a bit of an oval shape, and the only way to attach it to your ship is by having something above it. In my opinion, this is an amazing sci-fi design, which looks like it's straight from the 80s. It works great as a gunner control station in a big or medium-sized ship. It can easily blend into your design, especially by adding a rotor and piston above it. This way you can achieve an extremely immersive style. The next mod on the list is called Modular Roads. As the name implies, with this modification we can have a road block in Space Engineers. It is very easy to set up your road system because of the variety of blocks that we can get. So we have a very long straight road, we can have a U-turn, we can have uphill roads and downhill roads. All of this comes as a complete package for building areas around the base and building infrastructure leading into your outposts. With this mod we can also get cement that you can craft using gravel and steel plates, so the roads don't cost a fortune. Very nice mod, I would recommend it, especially because we don't have any vanilla counterpart. Up next we have more wind turbines. This mod adds to the game 4 more wind turbines for clean energy freaks. New turbines looks very vanilla, so they don't stick out too much. Also, they are intended as an upgrade over vanilla wind turbines, so we can get, for example, giant 25 megawatt turbine. We are also getting wind turbine pillar and types of wind turbine that you can stack on top of each other, which drastically reduces space needed for your wind farm. This works amazingly if you are trying to live on a planet that has atmosphere, especially if you are not keen on living it. On the list we also have AutoMiner V2. This is a mod for the lazy and for people who don't like wasting time with mining. With this modification we are given access to the AutoMiner block that can mine any ore as long as it sits above it. This is especially useful when you just want to get to the building, or you are in the late game and mining may not be a thing that you want to do. It has a bit of a customization with being able to change the range and depth of the miner for the price of energy consumption. Block has a conveyor so you can connect it to your refinery and cargo containers so that everything will be automatic. If you are looking for easy to use yet powerful mod and you don't want to fight with vanilla mining cranes, this one is for you. If we are talking about automation, we cannot forget about one of the greatest and most useful mods in this field. I'm talking about Nanobot's build and repair system. It is a very light mod, it simply adds the block that when connected to power and supplied with resources can weld for you. Adding more than one block will double the speed of your build and repair system. That's not all. By adding a simple script from the creator of this mod that you can find in the description, the block can queue additional components that are needed for welding. And this results in remarkably accessible experience for newer players and for all people that at some point of the game thought that they want to spend more time building and less welding. You can of course use them for constructing your bases, rebuilding them after attacks, but also in offensive manner. They work great on capital ships as a substitute for having a lot of welders. Some of the mods that I have showcased in my last episode work with Nanobot so that AI can have this block in their designs, which makes an additional challenge. I am personally using this mod in almost every playthrough, just because I don't like welding my giant ships and bases. Have you ever asked yourself, do I need a gate, but not too big of a gate and not too small? Well, if you did, I have an answer for you, and it is a big gate mod. It adds a 3x2 gate, which looks fantastic and works great with both small vehicles and humans. If you ever wanted a gate, but pistons are not your thing or you don't have enough space in your base, I recommend checking this simple mod out. Next we have Astro Droids. This mod adds small blocks with little companions. They technically cannot do anything, but they do look awesome. Now you can build your own Star Wars like ship and have a droid friend that can help you. Modification has a lot of customization. You can choose different droid variation, you can use only a head of a droid without the base, and you can of course color them however you want. Last, in terms of mods that add stuff to the game, we have a battery bank. And you guessed it, it adds a big battery to your game. It's just a scaled up version of the normal battery. It has 10 times the capacity, costs 10 times more, and has a charge rate of a normal battery. Mostly useful when you don't want to lose a lot of space on batteries in your building or in your ship. Just build it and forget that lack of space and power was ever a problem. The only two mods left on their list are HUD, Modern and Fancy, and Compass. Both of them make game UI better. Compass, as you can see on the top of your screen, adds world directions whenever you are on any planet. This is very useful mostly for folks that play multiplayer with their friends. They 100% know how hard it is to point in any direction some of their friends, and that mod solves that problem. HUD, Modern and Fancy is certainly for everyone. It changes how your status is displayed, so health, energy, etc. The same goes for sitting in your ship. No longer you have to bear that simple and not very fancy old HUD. With this mod, the game feels a bit more modern and sometimes it's everything that you may need. That would be all. Links of course are in the description. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I see you in the next one.